What would it take?
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Jon Jones is the pound for pound best fighter in the world and the greatest fighter fucking ever. Period. End of story.
It's all about legacy now, apparently. Jon Jones is all about the legacy. The only legacy that this guy is solidifying at heavyweight is being a certified duck. I mean, 90% of the MMA community agrees. The only one who doesn't agree is Jon Jones and Dana White and his fucking fans. Speaking of the fans, they done made me make a part 2 on the worst fans in MMA. This might be a new series. I'm not gonna lie. Cause Jon Jones fans is as bad as it gets right now. The absolute delusion that these fans have is just on another level. Like, I've never seen anything like it. Like, we'll get through some comments in a minute. No, wait. Let's get to the comments right now, because I want to just read them out and flame these motherfuckers. Alright, up first. This guy says, "You triggered as the rest of these low IQ Tommy Nut Riders. Jon is GOAT. Anyone with brain knows this." And then he's talking about PIVU. I don't know what the fuck PIV is, and I search it up, and you got personal identity verification, but you also got penis and vagina.
Huh?
And he ends off with, "This you right now." Crying emojis with a wet clown.
Huh?
Well, apparently, we're all low IQ Tommy Nut Riders. You don't even need to be a Tom Aspinall fan to know that Jon is ducking this guy. Like, Tom has done more than enough to deserve a shot at the fucking title. Alright, let's see what other people are saying. This guy says, "How's he duck Tom? Tom got a hype train, so everyone said fight him. Alex is up there as well. Why not put Tom against Alex? Or is Tom ducking Alex?" This shit is one of the dumbest responses that I've heard. So based on this guy's logic, since Tom has a hype train, he should go and fight Alex Pereira, who's not even in the same weight class as him. You can't duck a fight when the fight itself doesn't make sense to begin with. If Tom was the undisputed champion, then it would maybe make sense for Alex to move up to heavyweight for a super fight. But that's not the case. Tom is still the interim champ.
What would it take?
And being the interim champ basically solidifies yourself as the #1 contender, which means the actual undisputed champ should be fighting the interim champ to unite the belts so there can be one decisive champion. How has Alex Pereira have to do with any of this? Here's another dude commenting a similar thing. He's right, Tom Aspinall still didn't prove anything. Honestly, I want to see Tom Aspinall versus Alex Pereira or Ankalaev in light heavyweight. The heavyweight division is the worst division now. No fresh blood fighter, just bench of fat boys and they old all of them. This is another level of moronic. You're gonna discredit a fighter in his weight division just because he's not fighting people in other divisions. What do you mean go down to light heavyweight? Tom Aspinall is a heavyweight fighter. He's done his whole career in heavyweight. That is his weight class. So you can't just tell him to go down to light heavyweight and fight other fighters just so he could get a title shot at heavyweight? How does that make sense? Now, the comment about heavyweight being just a bunch of fat old dudes is kind of valid. The heavyweight division is probably the worst division in terms of skills compared to all the other divisions in the UFC. With that being said, you can't criticize someone for being good in a relatively bad division. Tom has beaten most of the top contenders in the weight division, so it just makes sense for him to go for the title. Like, what do these fans want from Tom in order for him to get a title shot? How does Tom going down the division make sense for him to get a title shot at heavyweight? You don't get a title shot at heavyweight by fighting at light heavyweight. You get a title shot at heavyweight by fighting at heavyweight. With that out of the way, we'll move on to the next comment, and this guy says, "If he would have been defending repeatedly instead of crying and complaining, maybe Jones would fight him. Jones isn't going to give him a red panty night for being disrespectful." What kind of logic is this? So he wants Tom Aspinall, the interim champ,
What would it
to
take?
defend his belt more for him to get a title shot against Jones? This is actually brain dead. That's obviously not how it should work. The interim title holder should not be defending his belt multiple times while the actual undisputed champ is sitting around doing nothing. Is this our logic now? In order to get a title shot now, you have to get an interim belt and defend it multiple times. Then you get a title shot. Is that how it works now? Alright, we'll move on to the last comment. This guy says, what champions has Tom beat? How many champions has Alex beat? Again with the Alex argument. How is Alex relevant to the heavyweight division? He is a light heavyweight fighter. And yeah, Alex has beaten many former champions. That's because he's been fairly given an opportunity to fight these people. And what do these people think Tom is trying to do? Tom is trying to fight the champion. You can't fight a champion without ever fighting a champion? Well, then he's never gonna fight a champion because he's never fought a champion. There is no reasoning with these people. There's no way you can convince them that Jon Jones is not the pound for pound GOAT and pound for pound fucking king, pound for pound best fighter in the world, like Dana says.
Jon Jones is the pound for pound best fighter in the world and the greatest fighter.